The Oregon coast has a few more surprises waiting for us. Beautiful views, rough water, and one very important mission: finding the best clam chowder on the Oregon coast. But after 6 bowls, the winner might surprise you. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We stayed here last night at Cape Perpetua Campground.
Yeah, it's a really nice site. Very overpriced.
Very.
I mean, it was $47 for a night.
Dry camping. It is a beautiful campground. The issue is that this Forest Service site is managed by American Land and Leisure. And I think we're going to be staying away from those parks in the future. Today's a beautiful but windy day, and a perfect time to try a well-known place for chowder.
Luna Sea Fish House.
The pun-inspired name alone made me want to check it out.
We're going to set a picnic table. The wind is rather damp and cold, so.
Yeah.
But even though the sun's out, but this is nice. This is real nice.
You know they're serious about fish when
Charge yourself.
you're not messing around. I think we might have a new number 1.
That was the best clam chowder so far.
Yeah.
It's very tasty, no salt needed. There's a lot of meat in there.
There's good chunks. After literally inhaling that meal, we continued our drive to Newport for an evening of marina exploration. Well, we only stayed here one night, but this campground and marina was pretty nice. You are just in a parking lot, but fairly close to the water. Worked for us, although it was $40 a night, so. And even being here for a few weeks, I'm sure we missed some must-sees. Let us know in the comments what you think we should have seen. And hey, thanks for sticking around. We really appreciate you being here. Yep. He's driving, we'll let him go. So the plan for today is to head to the world's smallest harbor and to continue our clam chowder competition and see if somebody could knock off the number 1 seat. That's pretty cool. Shooting horns. Bouncing around like a weeble. Oh, there he goes. While we were walking on the boardwalk, we spotted a Coast Guard vessel coming into Depoe Bay. Even on this more calm day, those waters looked impressive to get into the harbor. Not for the faint of heart. We're not the only one that's excited about this. But now it's time to walk over and grab lunch. Can you guess what we're ordering? Smile. This is a crab melt. Crab and shrimp on English muffin in some sort of cream sauce. All right, I'm gonna let you try first.
And they put butter on here.
Oh,
It's good.
we'll try. Before our next chowder stop, we had to finish one of our truck camper chores, making fresh bread. It's time for baking in a truck camper with Laura. Today's plan is to make 2 loaves of bread, which I do about every week and a half. Instead of buying stuff from the grocery store, it tastes so much better. I'll put the link to the recipe below. The sound of this thing is pretty loud, but it doesn't take long to do. This part of the recipe really has changed the way the bread tastes. Much moister, it has more moistness, softer. Softer, that's it, it's softer. We're gonna take that sloppy mess of stuff and put it all together. Okay, so she is going to rest for at least a half an hour, probably a half an hour. Next step is to add the yeast and some salt. For some reason, I find the kneading process as mesmerizing as watching a fire outside. I don't know, maybe it's just me. So it's been about 6 minutes. The idea is to be able to spread this to where it almost looks like a window. That's good enough for me. They are ready to rest one more time. I need to turn on my oven and get all that crap ready. Should be good in about a half an hour. In true me fashion, I forgot about the bread again. And it is definitely poofy enough for me to score and throw in the oven. All right, that's pretty much it. This is why we create the little one, so we can have a slice, because the smell of baking bread is intoxicating. These are kind of fun. You can just, it's like you're dropping their drawers. And now that that beautiful bread is done, we head to the fantastic Columbia River Maritime Museum. Then grab lunch at Moe's Seafood and Chowder in Astoria. A perfect combo. It looks steamy.
Okay.
Over 7 days, we went to 6 seafood places and had clam chowder at every single one of them. That is called dedication.
And I don't like soup.
Or seafood, not
or
that
seafood,
much.
So, yeah, but she put both of those combinations together. So.
You know, I just love it. But we wanted to let you know what we thought was the best. Before we say that, though, I think every place that we visited had really good clam chowder.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever had a bad bowl anywhere. But
yeah, they definitely had their own characteristics for each one. So.
Yeah, different spices, different level of creaminess. And I'm wondering if clam chowder is kind of like chili, where, you know, there's so many different varieties, but you kind of like your own styles. And on the count of 3, we're gonna say which one we thought was better, because, you know, Gary and me might be different. All right, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Lunacy. Okay.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It was.
I hope you enjoyed this piece of this. We love to share things on the road with you.
And we love to eat.
We definitely love to eat. If you've liked this type of video, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, because we want YouTube to find other awesome folks like you. But we are going to catch you next time as we continue our journey north into Alaska. Well, we're obviously going to be going through Canada first, or Canada first.
Yeah, Canada.
Canada. You know, and as always, leave every place you visit a little better.
And we'll see you on the next trip.
Bye-bye.